Die. I get like this when I think I'm alive. It's true, I'm a freak of a guy, but don't blame me, I got a demon inside. You can't stop this, I'm already out. Been trying to mission to get it, and I won't quit until I got it in the palm of my hand. And you all understand why I do what I do and am who I am. I don't know where I'll end up. Right now I'm at a rest stop. I just wanna make your head rock. Will I do it? They bet not, but I bet I can if I give it everything I.
What's up, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Should be a pretty good one tonight. Pretty interesting. Might be here for a couple hours because this is my first time bringing up Chris Chan on any live streams. You guys heard of him? Heard of her? David, Lisa, good to see you. Mandy, good to see you. Kanga, very good to see you. Jenny, thank you for coming. The beautiful Amy in the house with us. Good stuff. Benjamin, good to see you, man. Bad girl, welcome. Hope everybody's doing good. So tonight, the live stream is, in my opinion, about the biggest troll in Chris Chan history. People call it Christery. And right off the bat, I'm going to say this. The stuff done to Chris Chan that was horrible, probably been a lot of worse stuff done than what Liquid Chris has done to him. But in my opinion, Liquid Chris is probably the most infamous troll and has a big name, you know, for that kind of stuff. So let's see here. I'm going to talk about Chris Chan a little bit before we get into Liquid Chris, because like I said, I haven't even talked about Chris Chan on my channel yet. So let's see here. Welcome, Jen. Good to see you. Just reading about it. Yeah, same here. Chris Chan, the online personality accused by police of incest with her mother, has been trolled by the internet for over a decade. There she is. And yes, she's in jail right now. Chris Chan, who is facing an incest charge, has been targeted by numerous trolling campaigns online. Chan initially went viral after a derisive thread was written about her and Sonichu in 2007. So take a quick break. If you guys don't know, Chris Chan pretty much got famous for creating this comic. And this comic is Sonic and Pikachu put together. So that's cool. And as you see there, he always wore his Sonichu medallion with pride around his neck until somebody made him shove it up his butt while he was live. But we're going to get to that, don't worry. So pretty much, this is Sonichu. It's his life's work, the most important thing to him, except for his mother that he had sex with. So let's get back to the article, I guess. Some of Chan's many trolls include Blue Spike, which we're going to talk about, Liquid Chris, who we're going to talk about, and the Idea Guys, which I have no idea about. And I'll tell you guys why. It's because there's a docu-series about Chris Chan, and it has about 100 episodes, and me and Amy are on episode like 18 or 19 or something like that. So I haven't heard of the Idea Guys, but apparently his newest group of trolls are called the Idea Guys because they like to put ideas in his head, and they actually extorted him out of a lot of money too. So this is from, looks like right after he got arrested last year. Francesca, welcome to the chat. Glad you guys are here. Thanks for coming in. On Sunday, the internet personality Christine Weston Chandler, also known as Chris Chan, was arrested and charged with incest after leaked audio recording purported to include Chandler, who's 39, admitting to having sex with her 79-year-old mom. Chandler became notorious online for creating the early web meme Sonichu, an eerie blend of the video game cartoon characters Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog. Chandler is known for being one of the biggest targets of trolling and cyberbullying on the internet. I'm not even joking when I say this. This is ground zero. This is, if anybody was going to study online trolling, Chris Chan would be the one. He's been being steady trolled since like the year 2004 on like web forums. So it's kind of crazy. He absolutely has a disability. He refers to himself as a highly functioning autistic, but again, that's probably not all that's going on. It's going to become obvious. But it is good to see you, Bud Bundy. Thank you for coming in here. I really appreciate that. According to the internet culture website Know Your Meme, Chan has been active on the internet since 1999, but it wasn't until 2007 that she surged into viral fame because of trolling. A picture of Sonichu was reportedly shared on the Fringe message board 4chan, and that's the very first trolling happened because they gave Sonichu penises and vaginas, and they made all of his characters have sex with each other pretty much. So they drew lewd drawings of his comics. Let's see. Two of the earliest major trolling controversies to swirl around Chan involved online personas who went by the names Blue Spike and Liquid Chris. And that's where we're at right now. I haven't gotten into the part of Chris Chan's life where he transitioned into a woman. I haven't got to the part of where he became this horrible person, but I've seen hours and hours and hours and hours of him being treated like shit, manipulated. He was sexually raped online and for many times. He's been extorted. What do you call it? Yeah, sextortion, all kinds of crazy shit. So before we get started with the trolls again, I want to remind you guys can call in if anybody wants to. And just to show a little bit of Chris Chan's life, let's watch his house tours in chronological order.
Still recording?
So
Let's say that was the craft room. I have to fix the door. Here's a bathroom. I take my shower in here often. Use some Axe and Head and Shoulders.
man, this bathroom does not look bad right now, I tell you. This
Bathroom
looks good
sink.
compared to what we're about to see.
Mode. Got a card table there that I would sometimes set up when I want to play cards in my room or something, or when I want to do some work. It's the kitchen. Well, I just decided to leave the tree up without the star on top. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. At least I got enough room to warm up a pizza, wash dishes.
Such an optimist. At least we got room to warm up a pizza up in this bitch.
All that good stuff.
Microwave, all the good stuff. You know.
Bare essentials. And
Walking room.
this was the living room.
That was the living room. What do you mean that was the living
Again,
room?
before
For some odd reason, I'm getting the idea that Chris Chan grew up in a place. This is his childhood home. This is where he grew up. Yes, he has parents, and one of them died, and he started a relationship with the surviving member, which was his mother. So I'm just saying, when you look at hoarding conditions like this, mental health is often the catalyst. He was raised already, without question, in some very, very bad conditions.
we cleared it up with so much mess. And go downstairs. It's the front door. Go outside. See some of it.
Yeah.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah, he lived with his mother and father. His father passed away in 2011, and it wasn't until 2021 that he went to jail for the incest thing. So it's reported online that when his father passed away, he was kind of coping in a healthy way, but I think it was a slow downfall of, like, he just was spiraling, and it ended up with him getting into a relationship with his mom or something like that.
What you looking at?
Yeah, we'll
Kitty,
see.
kitty. Hello, kitty, kitty. Pretty.
Again, we're just going through his house, peering into his life before we talk about
This would be
those
the
trolls.
music room again before it got cluttered, but now my mom sleeps in here often.
We're not getting next chill. I'm afraid I picked her up a couple nights ago.
Oh, that's not too difficult to do. She doesn't.
My family is a bunch of pack rats. Downstairs bathroom. Not much going on in here. And another hallway. The utility room with washer and dryer.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, just kind of having ideas maybe his mother was spiraling and dragged him down with her. Actually, most of the people online, they feel extremely bad for Barbara, his mother, and they say that he's taking advantage of an elderly woman with dementia. But I've looked at hours and hours and hours of his life, and you can get a taste of what his home life was like. It's hard to put my thumb on the father, and it just seems like the mother was extremely controlling and extremely jealous whenever Chris would talk to females, and he even brought that up a number of times. I think there's something really off, and those parents had some skeletons in their closet, but I can't prove anything. But I just have a feeling that before the trolling even happened, he was predisposed to have a really hard life because of his autism and because of the way his parents raised him in this house. It's reported that he has several brothers from a different marriage, and the one that he shares a mom with, he says that he used to get beat. He used to get made to take cold showers, and they would just do cruel experiments and scenarios on him. It's interesting. They also say some good stuff, like his dad said that before Chris could even talk, when he was like 3 or 4, he had already, taken apart their, what was it called? It wasn't a record machine or a record player. It was like one of those, it wasn't a game system, but it was something. Anyway, he was very into electronics from an early age. He actually got his CAD degree from college. He has a CAD degree. There you go. That's what it is. The Commodore 64. Before he could talk, he was all up on there.
Hi, Pop.
Yeah, that's a good guess, though. Jukebox.
Okay.
Good old I don't even know what a Commodore is.
Okay. Nowadays, the family room is basically used for my dad doing television, a little bit of comfort.
And he brings up that his mother and father were sleeping separately, and this is like way, way back, like 2000, like 5 or something.
And sleeps alone in that bed over there. Alright, so it's in the inside, so let's take a look outside and let the kitty come in.
She wants to come in. Hello, kitty. See you later.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Some of the front yard.
I didn't know it was like a computer.
Bit of a cloudy day.
Cool.
Branch hit my ear. This is the front of the house. This would be some of my father's daylily garden.
Yeah, this is Chris who's taking the video, Chris Chan.
More beautiful during the summertime, but the flowers have not yet bloomed. My father's garden shed. Comes out here, listens to music on warm days. All that good stuff in there. Got a swing in there. Swing. A side of the house. Got bats in our belfry. Got more stuff around here. There's an arboretum. That would be the workshop. Again, or at least used to be a workshop before.
What do you guys think is worse? Do you guys think Don Wells' property or Chris Chan's property is worse?
Or
probably Chris's.
Inside got cluttered with more junk. And more flower beds look bare this summertime. We have a hill. It's a hill. How would you say a hill? It's a hill. I can't see the front of the front door of the workshop clearly because it's cluttered. There's the back of the house. Got back porch. That's cluttered too. Anyway, that's our house.
Watch another one with the inside again.
Hope you
after
enjoyed
this,
a
and then
little bit of
move
a
on.
tour. Have a good day. And unless you're invited, no trespassing.
This does not even deserve a captain's log introduction, because this is dead serious.
So this happened many years after the tours of his home. So what happened is the trolls got a hold of those videos we just seen, showing the hoarding, the bad conditions of his home. And it looks like Chris Chan's father is about to pay him a visit while he's doing a little upload.
The inside and outside tour I did a few months ago of my house. Everyone on the internet, my mother and my father are angry at me. They're blaming at me. It's my fault.
Okay, maybe it was just a few months before. But he's obviously angry.
Damn it! It's my fault. I want everything about my house off the internet. I'll send in detectives. I'll send in police. I'll send in everything in my power to get it off the internet.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes.
Shut that goddamn thing off. I don't care what you do. You get all that stuff off of there tonight.
I'm working on it.
Go work on it.
I am
Do
working.
you realize something? Let me tell you. If the health department of Greene County sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they could condemn our house and we would have to move out of it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. So I feel extremely bad for the father right now, but on the other hand, if for some reason those videos got out any other way, and even if it was Chris Chan's fault for showing the inside of their house, they shouldn't have hoarding conditions. Maybe sell some of their record collection or their action figures or their comic books. Have somebody come in and clean the damn house. I don't think it's Chris Chan's fault that the health department would be contacted, but the trolls, they did get to him. So let's see what we got here. Okay. We're going to play a video called Why Liquid Chris Was the King of Trolling. People think that he was, he should be labeled the best troll, the most endearing, or whatever. I don't know. I don't really know. Let's do it. And the link is in the description too. I'm going to put it in the chat.
All signed material is copyrighted March 17th, 2000 by me, Christian Weston Chandler. Any names or persons, except for myself, that may seem similar to anyone in real life or fiction are purely coincidental or otherwise parodic.
The ego is one of those aspects of the person that people often have trouble with. The word ego is normally used in reference to someone's overindulgence in themselves, also known as narcissism or egotism. The line between overindulgence in the self and egotism is very blurry. However, most people tend to land on the rational side, although this is definitely not the case when it comes to Christian Weston Chandler. Chris Chan, which is how he's known on the internet to his many fans, is a talented artist and a fringe musician, alongside a moral, religiously devout man. He's produced countless artistic masterpieces, from his first successful music album, Kristen and the Hedgehog Boys, to his long-lasting comic book series, Sonichu. But despite all this artistic talent, he was still unable to ever get himself a boyfriend-free girl to turn into a soulmate, which often demotivates his vastly powerful artistic mind, leaving him to do nothing for many months. But besides that, Chris Chan is truly a role model to all the young boys and girls in the world. We should all look up to him as a beacon of artistic and musical inspiration. Alright, so everything I just said there was a very warped view of reality. Firstly,
Okay, he's about to get pretty biased here, but that's okay. Just want to say, you know, Chris Chan has had a few crimes on his record. He assaulted his local game store person of his town with a car, and his mother did too. And then, of course, last year or a couple of years ago, he goes to jail for incest. Disgusting, horrible, deplorable. Separate them, get therapy. Gross. Not really any excuses. But what I am saying is that if everybody wants to come up and call this guy a monster, let's take a look at how he was created, because he didn't do this shit by himself. There's no way. There's absolutely no way he did all this by himself. That's...
Chris Chan's art is awful. It looks like it was produced by an intoxicated 6-year-old. It objectively fails on so many levels that this video would have to be 5 hours long if we were to cover all of them. His storytelling in his comics as well is incredibly shoddy, and the actual language used in it is very inappropriate at times, and there's tons of spelling mistakes. Secondly, his music isn't even original music. He just shouts over pre-existing songs with lyrics and tries to rewrite them with new lyrics that represent his real life. This means that listening to Chris Chan's songs is like listening to two songs at once, one being the original track he's shouting over, and the other being his voice trying to shout separate words.
And also, nobody has to watch those things. You just, don't click on them if you don't want to hear somebody singing badly.
Without a fire,
I think it's pretty good.
but a desire.
And thirdly,
Yeah.
his moral decisions and understanding are questionable at best.
I've had only few male acquaintances, and they've definitely turned me off, the majority of them, because they are rude, crude, and inconsiderate.
But anyways, this video is not going to focus a lot on Chris Chan himself. Instead, I'm going to be talking about his enemies, the trolls. It's not difficult to understand why someone like Chris Chan is such an incredibly large target for internet trolls. Any artistic skills he has are poor, his social performances are awful, and he's generally an awkward person, which is very easy to make fun of on the internet. The biggest target for trolling when it comes to Chris Chan is, of course, his greatest insecurity, the fact that he doesn't have any kind of partner. Time and time again, the single most iconic moments of Chris Chan's history on the internet are related to him and his obsession with finding a boyfriend-free girl. For example, a 13-year-old troll created the false character of Julie, which was a girl that was supposedly interested in dating Chris Chan. This was one of the many trolling sagas that involved creating a false woman to then lure Chris Chan in to then make him do incredibly embarrassing things.
I think that's a good place to pause. So, there is a troll named Blue Spike. He was a 13-year-old boy, maybe a 12-year-old boy, and he pretended to be somebody named Julie and Max. Absolutely. Nobody is more vulnerable than he was. Man. Crazy. So let's see here. We're going to take a quick look at the saga they like to call, of, Julie. Trigger warning. A super trigger warning, actually. So keep in mind that at this point, his trolls had already created like a dozen personas of girls, and they got in relationships with Chris, sextorted him, made him post nudes online, and then they would kill themselves off. The trolls would say, "Oh, your girlfriend, she died in a wildfire. Oh, hey, your girlfriend, yeah, she died in a car accident." Just the psychological abuse was out of this world. So
I still care deeply about you, Sarah. Sarah Hart.
2 days later, he posted a video in which he attempted to showcase that the promise he made to Clyde Cash about cleaning up his room had been fulfilled.
For example, there's more walking space. Look right here, there's definitely space between that and the bed. And you look over here, more walking space to the door. And I got that tub off the top of my couch, so it don't fall down and hit anyone. I had to leave the other stuff up there. But at least I didn't have to compromise much. But also, after talking about that and making Clyde know that I've kept my promise. Ik ben schwel, Julie. Ik ben schwel.
Chris was under the misapprehension that the phrase meant I love you in Malvanian, when in fact, it was the German equivalent for I am gay.
Yeah, so this lady named Julie told Chris that she was from Mulvania. Mulvania doesn't exist. And it's secret because, you know, it's an inside joke with him and all his other troll buddies that they're moles. They pretend to be people, they get into Chris's life, and they just fucking ruined his life. They ruined it. Completely ruined it. Desecrated it.
I have received in the mail today a letter from Nintendo of America in response to the piece I sent in the snail mail.
A troll named Clyde, well, he has many personas, probably like 4 or 5. He pretended to be the owner of Nintendo and wanted to make Sonichu games, wanted to make him a game creator, wanted to fly him out and have an appointment with him. Trolls have made him go to different states before to meet women and not showed up. Like, there was 10 years of this bullshit before he went to jail or before he, you know, was pushed to his extreme views on the world.
It comes from Mike Chandler over there. No relation, at least as far as I know. It has proven my family and my congregations as well as my own theories. I shall read to you from beginning to end. Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto did not have a meeting scheduled with you.
Yeah, this came after many months of him thinking that he was in contact with Mr. Miyamoto of Nintendo.
Nor has he been corresponding with you. Mr. Miyamoto speaks and writes only very limited English, and our game development teams do not accept unsolicited game suggestions or ideas. Although Mr. Miyamoto makes occasional business trips to the US, he spends the majority of his time in Japan at Nintendo's headquarters. So, I was never in correspondence with Mr. Miyamoto or Reggie Fils-Aimé at all. They were imposters. I thought as much. So, there it was. Black and white. From Nintendo of America.
He later joined a mumble chat and recapped the latest development concerning Nintendo.
Well, anyway, it's an official letter from Nintendo of America because the envelope is just like the previous envelopes I got from Nintendo of America,
Milas,
as well as the
welcome. John Doe,
letterhead
good to
on
see
the
you.
letter.
Yeah, it's easy to forge.
It was tight, and it has a signature.
So he's in a group chat. If you guys remember what Mumble was, it was for like gaming back in the day and stuff like that. He's in a group chat with all of his trolls, and they're trying to tell him that, you know, the letter he just got from Nintendo telling him the truth, saying we've never talked with you, he never corresponded with you. They're trying to tell him that that letter is forged and just further playing with his mind. Like, that's the only thing that these people lived to do, is just play with him. Like it's a game.
Signature on there.
Just because it's typed and it has a signature doesn't mean it's real.
In fact, wouldn't typing it make it even more easy to forge since it's not handwriting?
Later on, one of Chris's cats, Lucy, arrives.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
My cat, excuse me.
Oh, can I talk to the kitty?
Remember, whenever it says Julie, Julie's a boy, not a girl who's pretending to be his girlfriend.
Lucy.
There you go.
2 days later, convinced by Julie, Christian created a new section on his SonichuandRosechew.com website called Sonichu and Rosechew's Love Shack, which consisted of sexual imagery concerning his Sonichu characters. It was designed to be protected by an age restriction. Most of the drawings were simply pages from the Sonichu comics, but as time went on, he updated the section regularly with new renderings. On February 13th, Audio of a sex chat on Skype between Chris and Julie emerged. During the 20-minute-long virtual intercourse, Julie's voice cannot be heard, but it can be determined that they are role-playing, with Julie possibly as a cat and Chris as Sonichu.
So, this is all this incestuous stuff, all of this bestiality stuff that you see now, when he's memorializing school shooters, which he's done in present day, it can all be rooted back to stuff like this, 2009, 2010. These people ruined his life. They ruined his whole view of life. I don't understand how people can't look at this and be like, wow, that is so wrong. Like, I just don't see how he's trolled that much. It's really a big surprise that he didn't end his life, really.
Sounds of Chris masturbating can be heard throughout.
I sent a few short static shocks up your pussy. Not enough to hurt you too bad, but make you feel good.
Yeah. This guy's having phone sex, and he went, pew! And he sent a shock to her. Like, obviously, he's almost like a child. Like, these people are some of the sickest I've ever seen.
You're gonna get my milk, kitty cat.
God.
After Christian's climax, he is heard drinking a carbonated drink and consequently belches.
It's called entrapment.
Might say I'm burping because I quite enjoyed you and your juices.
And the time limits thing is pretty interesting. I only say that because just yesterday, this Liquid Chris guy was back in a live stream. He appeared in 2009. He apparently left and became a doctor, changed his life around, and was known as a former troll. But just yesterday he was back. So we should keep a tab and actually find out who these people are. Pretty gross.
On the same day, Christian took part in another mumble chat, during which he reveals the idea Julie had for a video.
Basically a video of me standing up to Clyde and showing him how strong I am, doing a few kicks for the camera.
Yeah, you should throw some punches, show them what you're made of. You know, come on.
I pretty much already proved my strength when I ripped that dildo in half.
Yeah. Chris thinks he proved his strength when they made him rip a dildo in half before this. He thinks it's proving his strength. No, it's getting lulz. These guys made him do all this stuff against his will, and he didn't even know it yet. He's not of he is mentally challenged. You can't do that to people.
Chris tells a fan that the original She Came for Quick Pick was torn up into small squares and placed into an envelope.
Why'd you do that shit? Like,
I understand Rose at you, but why something that's from real life?
It's not necessarily from real life. It depends on your interpretation. I mean, it's hardly. I mean, most women have long brown hair, and the eyes are censored. So.
Women? Yeah, but I remember that one video you were saying is Megan.
Because in the end, it broke up my friendship with Megan.
On Valentine's Day, 2009, Chris and Julie had another sex chat together, much in the same vein as the one a day prior.
Okay, I'm licking your pussy while you're sitting on my face.
Trolls were made aware of the cybersex session taking place, and some decided to make use of that knowledge. While Christian was masturbating, 4 calls were made to the family phone by trolls attempting to convince Bob to walk in on his son.
Yeah, so they made him have sex with a sex doll and scream Julie's name, and then they all spam called his parents. They all called his phone and tried to get his dad to walk in on him masturbating.
The first 3 callers were dismissed by Bob, who told them that Chris was sleeping. The 4th caller exclaimed that Chris had posted a video on YouTube saying that he was going to kill himself. Understandably concerned, Bob went in to check on him.
What are you doing? Nothing. I'm getting all these crazy damn calls. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Give me that crap. Now, what's going on?
Dad, will you get out of here?
No, I will not. People tell me that you're about to kill yourself on YouTube.
Yeah, years and years of this. Years and years of this.
What?
What is your trouble?
I'm not going to kill myself.
Get away from that TV. Fine. Get away from the internet. I'm cutting it down right now.
No! Dad, no!
Yes.
No! Don't do it, Dad.
I'm gonna shut this thing right down.
No!
Yes.
No!
Go wake your mother up. Don't bother me. You tell her what's going on. This thing is going to go down.
No!
Yes.
Due to Bob creatively proclaiming that he would cut down the internet, trolls became inspired by his quote and began referring to him as the Internet Lumberjack. After they were disconnected, Christian called Julie again, telling her what happened.
Hello, Julie. Yeah, listen, you'll have to talk to me. I'm calling you from my PSP. It does not accept type feedback. I told.
So, it's going to happen this episode, and we got a bit to go through, but this, out of all the, I think there's 74 episodes, and they all run at about 40 minutes. This guy, Gino Samuel, it's pretty much said he only covers a couple months of Chris's life per episode, so that's why I haven't even been able to see whenever he transitions. I haven't even got to that part yet. But I'll tell you guys that it's well known that this is probably the heaviest episode. So let's see here really quick. I think that's actually episode 10. We're going to have to skip it forward, I think. Right, Amy? It's episode 10. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to skip forward a minute.
The whole wildfire.
Yeah, this is going kind of crazy. I mean, you sounded like a 13-year-old boy.
Of Chris Chan.
My bad. Yeah, at the time this is happening, he's definitely an adult. Yeah, he's 20-something. Right now, I think he's 40 right now. But this is all 2009. Yep. That's right. That's what we're doing. We're going over Blue Spike, a.k.a. Julie, a.k.a. Max. Yep. This is the heaviest episode voted of this whole series, so trigger warning.
On February 24th, 2009, Christian spent his 27th birthday attending his Aunt Karina's funeral. Later in the day, Clyde Cash sent him a troubling email. "We're sending Julie off to China in 9 hours. You have failed me yet again, Chris Chan." To which Chris replied, "I've not failed you, sir. As a matter of fact, I'm coming to Cleveland tomorrow."
So his trolls said that they kidnapped the fake Julie and they need him to come to Cleveland, which is in a different state, and he did. He took his parents' car. He did not tell his parents. His parents reported him missing, and he got back at like 3 a.m. the next day. Just so stupid. So let's fast forward it to their Bumble chat. Give me a minute.
No. What do you want?
To Blue Spike via his... A troll produced a postcard featuring a still image from the For Julie's Eyes Only video and sent it to Christian's home address, where it was seen by his father. As a result, Bob took away Chris's video recording equipment.
Good.
On March 3rd, Christian discovered that Max had seized control of his Yahoo and PSN accounts as...
So, this... Chris Chan trusted this fake troll named Julie so much that he kept sending her nudes, he sent her passwords to everything that he owned, and she said that her brother Max broke into her computer and stole all the passwords. They're the same person. The Blue Spike troll as Julie and Max are all the same person, and this is what they used to sextort him and to make him do these horrible things. They said he would not be able to get into his Yahoo or his PlayStation Network account, as well as taking down his official website for his Sonichu franchise, stuff like that. So,
as well as the Sonichu and Rosechu website. He called Max on Skype, begging him to give his accounts back to him. Even though only an audio recording exists, it can be determined that Christian was broadcasting video to Blue Spike via his webcam.
Look, quit messing around. Oh, Jesus Christ. Julie, this brother found out how I could get my PSN account and my Paramount Yahoo account back. Made me have to make a choice, you or my PSN and my Yahoo accounts. Now it says you.
Max resists and states that he doesn't want to give back Chris's Yahoo and PSN accounts.
Max, no! Because you're thinking so much that I've invested a whole lot of time and effort into. Yeah, you're stealing that from me. Look, you want me to show you my pic?
See, he's trained, he's groomed to know how this is how it goes. He says, do you want me to show you my dick? Do you want me to send you nudes like I have every other troll before? Because that's what they want. They want to extort me. They want to put up my nude images. What do you want? I want my PlayStation account. I want my Yahoo account. I created those comics for over a decade now. I want my Sonichu shit back, Julie. Which he still thinks Julie is a real person.
I was just saying, no, you asked me to do it, and I was just telling you that I would do that to get my... Well, you were kidding, so, yeah. But still, I was just letting you know I would do that. So, alright. Well, I will not show it to you, bud. No, but seriously, please. Had so much bad times in my life. Please, give me back everything. Yeah, oh my God, this way. After Julie, I will mail you back a copy of Street Fighter 4 after I get it in the month. Forward. No. Look, what do you want? What do you truly want from me?
See, it sucks. I don't think any people know that this happened to Chris. I think they just see incest with his mom and they hate the guy and they just hop on the bandwagon of trolling him into oblivion. Nobody knows that, oh my God, what happens to little kids who have sexual trauma? They grow into adults and they still have that shit that fucks them up. They seriously screwed this guy up so badly. And I'm sorry for getting the pronouns wrong, calling him a guy and he. I know that he transitioned and it's proper to call him a girl. I've watched so many hours of him and I haven't got to the part where I've seen him transition yet. So I'm sure that'll change when I get there. Kind of stuck on that.
No. Stop it. Matt, you stop it right now, you bastard! Stop it! You stop it right now! You're really making me angry! Okay, so you can't change everything to go back to the way it was. Look, I want Julie and I want my stuff safe and sound. I want Julie.
Yeah, they're saying he can have Julie or he can have his accounts back. Only one.
Yeah, that was my first priority. But then I want my stuff back. You're making me so angry! You fucking suck so hard! Yeah. You do not put it on eBay! I lost Sonichu.net that way! Now I'm not gonna lose my PSN account this way! No. I'm calming down. I want Julie. Yes. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Chris departs from the chat and comes back a little while later.
Chris,
Unbeknownst to him, other trolls were quietly listening in on the conversation.
I'll give you one last chance to pick. Make your choice in 5 seconds. Julie or the
What'd you say, baby? I want Julie.
Really? You sincerely mean it?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't yell at me one more time, you're not going to get either, so start yelling. I want to see your fangs. Are you constipated? I think you're constipated. You're not mad, you pathetic wimp. You disgust me.
You want me to get angry? I got angry.
That's not angry. You're a pussy. That's not angry. You're not going to get your PSN if you act like that.
No.
No, it's going on eBay.
No.
Yes.
No.
eBay.
No.
Also, the trolls had put stuff on his eBay before. They put his old Sonichu domain on there. Oh man, you're about to see how far it goes, and this is why this episode is it's by far the worst of the whole documentary, the whole docuseries. He's already been sexually extorted. There's already been nudes released of him wearing diapers that trolls sent him in the mail. His passwords for everything have been given up. He's ripped dildos in half there's absolutely nothing that they can do to him that they haven't, but actually you're about to see. You guys remember how I briefly brought up that he can always be seen with that Sonichu medallion around his neck? The most important thing to him? Yeah.
Why should I stop?
Stop.
Why?
Julie.
You're getting Julie already. Why do you need the PSN?
No.
Hey, Chris, something that will help you get the PSN. Say something for me.
Okay.
Say that I'm a homo. No, say it loud and proud and do pelvic thrusts. Oh, that's not gonna get the PSN.
I'm a homo!
eBay!
I picked Julie. Give me back. I picked the right choice.
No, you picked Julie. That doesn't mean you're gonna get the PSN if you pick Julie.
No, stop. Just listen to me.
How should I label this? Oh, $1,000 worth PSN.
Stop.
By Max Mobile.
You take it. Just leave it open, please.
Here, I'll give you the PSN if you can do one thing.
All right.
Suck my dick.
How can I do yours when you're all the way over there?
I'll go all the way to Virginia. Will you do it? Will you suck a dick? No, wait, even better. No, I want you to go to the game place, apologize to the manager, and suck his dick. I want you to record it and put it on YouTube.
Please, don't be such a meanie.
Oh, me? Fuck you! Suck your manager.
See how much he's... God, this is so hard to watch, man.
His dick.
Listen.
Listen to what?
Max, you are a great being. You are a humble person, please. I'm only a lonely servant among your vessels.
What?
I only ask for your sister's true love and honesty.
Shut up! You can have my sister. You just can't have the PSN.
Put yourself in your mercy here, please. Just leave it off of eBay.
All right, do a dance. Do a dance for me. Dance, you fucking mock. All right, stop. Stop right now. No, sit like that, like a bitch. You speak like a bitch. You have the boobs of a bitch. And you look like a bitch.
Yeah. It's kind of... You know, they've done so much stuff to him that they really got to find something that would really affect him. Also, I don't know how it works, and I don't mean to sound so ignorant when it comes to mental health, but I think when you're on a certain side of the spectrum of autism, it's really hard to get emotionally charged or to cry or to get angry. And I think he's part of that. Like, it takes a lot. It takes so much for Chris to get angry and sad because he's desensitized to everything they've done, and because that could be part of his mental health there or something.
I don't think you don't even have a dick down there. You are a bitch. Got a big old set of ovaries. No, don't. Okay. You have a dick. You have a dick. Don't fucking show me. You pedo fork. What the fuck is wrong with you trying to show me that? Don't.
Nothing was actually exposed.
Well, whatever. Don't show me your dick, please. Just don't.
Fine.
And they're making him do sexual stuff and then calling him a pedophile for it.
Yell one.
Making him have phone sex with role play with a cat and then calling him into bestiality.
Thing for me, really loud. Say that Billy Mays is the mayor of Quickville.
Billy Mays.
Say it. Billy Mays is the mayor of Quickville. Say it before I sell your fucking PSN.
Wow.
Billy Mays is the new mayor of Quickville.
Louder, you fucking pussy.
Billy Mays is the new mayor of Quickville.
Stop saying it in your fucking dumbass voice, you stupid bitch. I'm not gonna send Julie over there if you use that voice again.
Billy Mays is the new mayor of Quickville.
Yeah, and also say that Kristen Chandler will be thrown in jail. Quickville jail.
And Kristen Chandler will be thrown in Quickville jail.
Where he will be raped by a bunch of niggers. Say this one really loud.
He will be raped by a bunch of niggos.
Wow.
No, say niggers, you stupid twat.
You know, Chris has a lot of really extreme political views and views on, you know, people of different races and all that. I think this is why. I think they put this shit in his head. Also, in the very beginning of the docuseries, Chris does say some things that are kind of racist, and I think it could possibly be because of Bob and Barbara. His parents can only imagine what they put in his head, but there's no excuse for racism. You got to be tolerant of everybody. Yeah. Good to see you, Tara. Thanks for coming in. Good stuff.
Niggers.
Louder.
Niggers.
Louder.
Don't trust them
No.
niggers over there.
No, shut up. You ruined that fucking show.
Max tries to convince Chris to ejaculate onto his Sonichu medallion and set it on fire.
I'd rather just burn it, please.
No, you have to masturbate on it, then burn it.
I can't get a hard one when I'm under a lot of stress.
Now they're trying to make him jerk off onto his medallion and then burn it in front of him. He's saying, I can't do that when I'm under a lot of stress. He can't get sexual. He doesn't want to. It's against his will.
Now you have an alternative. Either burn it or shove it up your butt.
Shove it up my butt.
You're up. You're gonna shove it up your butt. Alright, shove it up.
Shove it up my butt. So I have to divide it.
Fine. Cut it into two. No, 4 pieces. Not 4 pieces.
Keep in mind that there's a large group of people listening in on all this conversation. And keep in mind that Chris Chan is on webcam.
I didn't know that the autistics have sharp could. How does it feel, Chris, to be destroying something you worked so hard on? How does it feel? Tell me.
Heart. Cold.
Cold?
Heartless.
Oh, me? I'm heartless?
No. Just act quite heartless.
Oh, you can call me heartless if you want. You can call me any word. And make sure you take pictures for prosperity.
No, there's a camera on.
Oh, God, you're recording it and showing it live. Really?
Yes.
That is awesome. Hey, Chris, while you shove it up your ass, scream. Zap him to the extreme, okay? Or I won't send Julie over, okay? I can see you actually looked over, man. It's a fact, child.
Crazy.
Chris, are you really gonna do this? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Oh, I see brown stains. Did you crap your pants, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably shit himself out of fear and stress.
Whatever. Just put it in there.
Wow.
Just hurry up, please. Just don't make me watch this for too long, please.
Yep.
Good. Come on. More, as far as you possibly can.
Yeah, she can see it, telling him more. God, it's so gross.
More.
And there's people in the background. Tons of people looking at this.
More, until I can't see it. More, shove it up, up, more. Oh,
I can't wait to see how brown it is when you take it out.
Jesus
Chris,
Christ.
is your hand stuck?
I'm tired.
No, keep going. You're not gonna fucking chicken out. How does this make you feel, Chris?
Miserable.
Miserable.
How miserable?
Probably miserable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. You miserable pile of dick.
Wow.
Oh, God, more. Shove it until I can't see it. Oh, God, poor Sasha.
Blue Spike, no more.
Keep going.
Blue Spike.
Yeah, lots of troll. The people who are trolling him are noticing, wow, what?
Stop this shit.
You don't want to go in.
Then keep trying. Make some room in there.
Stop this shit. Stop it. Really?
All right, fine, you can stop.
Stop?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Don't take him out, though. I want him to be in there the whole rest of the time I talk with you.
Wow.
God damn it, Blue Spike.
Chris,
God
Chris,
damn.
stop, don't worry.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Chris, what the fuck? Seriously, man?
I just want to wash my hands.
No, you can't wash your hands. You're a bitch, you know that? Doing this? Whatever.
So yeah, when the title of the video says that Liquid Chris is the worst troll, probably not. It's probably this person, Blue Spike, aka Max, aka Julie. Probably the worst troll ever. But as right after this happened, you got Liquid Chris coming in and, you know, ruining his life even more. So I'm going to stop right there, and we're going to pick up on this video where we left off earlier.
On camera. These false women, often portrayed by numerous trolls, were nicknamed gal pals, after a term that Chris Chan himself used. Apart from catfishing Chris with a false online gal pal, there's also the far more crude practice of making unflattering and gay fan art for Chris Chan's creations. This is a far more rudimentary form of trolling. Just draw a very gory or inappropriate image involving someone's characters or creations, and then send it to them on email and wait for the reactions. This plays greatly on Chris Chan's strong obsession with his original characters. To Chris Chan, Sonic
and Liquid Chris didn't stop. Just yesterday he was online, you know, trolling, still trolling. Just yesterday. Blue Spike apparently, allegedly, said sorry, but
Chu is like a son. So to see him in all these compromising and unflattering situations definitely makes him a little angry. With the passing of time, trolling attempts got more and more elaborate, involving real-life meetings with Chris Chan, and of course, that iconic man in the pickle suit. Trolls are playing more and more with Chris Chan's emotions, his hopes and dreams, his obsessions with his characters, and of course, his everlasting love quest. However, there's one troll, one type of manipulation, one type of torment that I'm forgetting to mention. While other trolls are perfectly content with watching Chris Chan drink his own semen or fornicate with a PS3, this troll was very different. He had no real endgame, explicit blackmail, or other features that were common in Chris Chan trolling. He was a very different person, and he was able to get something out of Chris that no one was before. He was able to make Chris Chan understand his biggest flaw, his egotism. Let's start with a quick recap.
I'm gonna go ahead and call that bullshit, but okay.
Of everything that happened before the introduction of Liquid Chris. Chris Chan was originally discovered on the Something Awful forums. His claim to fame is his love quest, essentially a series of loitering activities where he tried to solicit women into making love to him. Trolls toyed with this by essentially creating lots of false female characters that then get Chris to do very unflattering things. This all culminates with the creation of an entire new subculture on the internet, a subculture obsessed with Chris Chan, whether that be for the best or for the worst. And this is where Liquid Chris comes into play. Christopher Duckworth was a teenager interested in Chris Chan, and one day he decided to open up a new YouTube account focused entirely on making parody videos of Chris Chan to entertain his friends. He stated, in his best Chris Chan impersonation, that he was indeed the original Christian Weston Chandler, the true.
Yeah, so everybody likes to say that he's the most innocent of all the trolls, and his main thing was he just he came on and he said, no, I'm the real Chris Chan. I'm Christopher Weston Chan. You know, he did a lot more than that, and we're going to take a look at it. Yep. And his love quest wasn't about having sex. You're completely right. It's just his own, it was his own weird way because, you know, his mental health and how he is. He was trying to find a girlfriend. He said, I want to find a boyfriend-free girl and make her my sweetheart from the ground up. Wish he could have.
True and honest one, and that he was finally back to YouTube after those nasty hackers and trolls had taken down his original account. In the meantime, the real Chris Chan had just gotten his YouTube channel deleted for posting the real-life home addresses of some trolls in a video. This prompted Chris to create a new channel under the username IBA Chandler. While this was, of course, just a play on words, trolls instead interpreted this as a name, more specifically, Ian Brandon Anderson.
So they started saying that Chris Chan's real life name is Ian Brandon Anderson. Doesn't really make any sense, but okay.
Ian Brandon Anderson name was used by opposite sides to label the other one as an imposter.
I would like to address the imposter, Ian Brandon Anderson, for a moment.
As these sarcastic YouTube comments kept piling up and up, Chris Chan soon became aware of the existence of the imposter. On the 21st of July 2009, Liquid Chris uploaded a video where he talked about selling Sonichu merchandise. Despite never having interacted with Liquid Chris before, the real, solid Chris, as he was now known, posted very threatening comments in the description of Liquid Chris's video where he talked about Sonichu merchandise. Like I said before, to the real Chris Chan, Sonichu is like a son, so seeing him being used by different people definitely makes him very angry. However, from the beginning here, it was apparent that Liquid Chris was very different from other trolls. He got to Chris much more and much faster than other trolls did. And now that the real Chris Chan had discovered him, it was time for Liquid Chris to finally show his full force. It all started when Solid Chris uploaded a video of him singing the song More Than Feeling to YouTube. Now this was actually
another part of the innocent, kind of calling him innocent, is because they had like a back and forth singing match. And whoever wins would be the real Chris Chandler. So weird. So weird. So something that we found out, though, Liquid Chris, in real life, he has a twin brother. His twin brother is the music guy. His twin brother played the guitar and sang the songs. And the real Liquid Chris, which his name is Christopher Ducksworth, he became a doctor. So what is a guy who became a doctor, or his twin brother, which is a successful music YouTuber named Simply Spoons? Yesterday, they literally are still trolling him. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Actually a re-upload, and he wasn't really playing the song, he was just playing it on Guitar Hero. So logically, Liquid Chris responded by playing the actual song on guitar. After seeing this rebuttal, Solid Chris decided to start speaking Spanish in a video, and claimed that only the original Chris Chan would know how to speak Spanish. Liquid Chris responded by speaking Spanish, German, French, and Japanese in one video.
Hola, este es el verdadero Ricardo Weston Chandler. Je parle aussi français. Soy Jalung Vondoishin. Asoniwa Tadashi Chris.
Then, Chris Chan issued a challenge, the Sing Star Challenge, to Liquid Chris. Just like they sorta did before, the two would battle it out with music. There were 5 rounds, and for each round, both Solid and Liquid would pick a song to play. They would then...
And you know, I think that's why everybody thinks he's kind of, what do you call it? Kind of innocent. You know, an endearing troll. He didn't really do anything that bad. But that's not the case in my opinion. So we're going to hop 5 episodes further in that documentary we were just watching. And I want to watch the part that Liquid Chris did to the real Chris. It's really kind of sad. So give me a second here. Yeah, just give me a second, guys. Yeah. I'm just going to let this one run to the end, and then we're going to get out of here. But I'll probably be here for another hour, probably. So let's see here. Here we are. Part 14. This video begins with Chris humping his PlayStation 3, which he got extorted again from another troll. And it ends in which Liquid Chris slanderously calls Christian Ian Brandon Anderson. Why? No idea. I don't think anybody does.
Take that, imposter.
Chris left an angry comment on his video, resulting in a string of replies insulting him and calling him a fake. He later made a video addressing the current Liquid Chris situation.
Let's get this over with right off the bat. Dispelling rumors and making a few points. There are no official Sonic Your Rose Chew merchandise yet. Whatever you're buying right now, it's fake, especially from the damn black, brown striped imposter posing as me.
Yeah. Chris Chan is the innocent one here, calling him the brown-shirted imposter. You know, here he's gonna defend himself, and even though obviously he's being trolled for laughs, he honestly thinks that everyone's serious, defending himself in his own little way.
And I can best prove who I am. Close up, zoom in on me.
Oh, you mean you're gonna dox yourself? Okay, don't worry there.
Can you copy front and back,
You
front and back, thickness,
all sides.
front, reflective, Virginia, if you can see it. I think not.
You are not Ian Brandon Anderson. We get it, buddy.
I think not.
You're the real Chris Chan.
Ignore all YouTube videos portraying me in a wrong sense, especially if it is not on my true YouTube account, this one, IBA Chandler. And yes, it is true. I have called myself a troll because I'm trolling my trolls back. So, in a sense, I am a troll to those trolls only. I am not a troll to any of the true, honest people out there. I just, because of the internet and whatnot, it's hard to tell a difference. So, if you are not a troll, and you know you're not, it does not apply to you. Otherwise, you know you're a troll, I'm trolling you back. And
get 'em.
It's okay to be stupid sometimes. Stupid.
It is.
Damn dirty song. Well, it is not okay to be homosexual.
Oh.
I will personally not judge any individual of that one trait. I'm willing to be friends with homosexuals. And let me make it clear, I will not tolerate any further damn dirty stupid questions questioning my dang orientation. I, Christopher Christian Weston Chandler, am straight. Have good faith in me.
He also uploaded a video of himself asking Liquid Chris for proof of his identity in Spanish.
I, impostor en rayas de marrón. Yo tenía 2 años de español en mi escuela secundaria, Manchester High.
Oh, God.
Con mi señora bonita. Yo, el verdad, Christopher Christian Ricardo Weston Chandler. No solamente gradué de Manchester High con mi título.
My God. Good job, bud. Show him.
Mi título de basketball en mi año de freshman. Stupido. 2 errors is stupido.
Liquid Chris contributed to the discussion with his own video, in which he also speaks Spanish.
Hola, este es el verdadero Ricardo Weston Chandler, impostor en el pequeño chaleco. Yo no solo comprender su último video, pero tiene un excelente dominio de la idioma de Cervantes.
Now, how's that Spanish?
He also
Amy?
speaks
Is all
French.
right?
Je
Up to
parle
par?
aussi français, comme je l'ai pris des ans
got
de
French.
français de mes années lycée à Manchester.
Yeah.
Avec ma jolie professeure. First date. And finally, Sonichu, The Crystal Chronicles. The game is coming along so well that I've been able to print out so many images that the designers have sent me.
Oh, wow. Very funny. Very nice. Pickle?
Yeah, so, you know, I'm doing pretty well right now. I was able to buy my father, Robert Chandler, a new axe for his woodworking hobby, and I have bought my a Pokemon flute for my mother, Barbara Chandler, for her music.
So, let's be honestly. Do you guys think these guys could have got away with this today in 2023? I don't think so. So, the fact that he just came out yesterday and started doing this shit really made me mad. He doesn't talk like that. It almost doesn't matter what he's saying, even though what he's saying is horrible to troll a mentally disabled person. He's acting like he has autism. He's acting like he talks like that. That is so demeaning. Really, and he's supposed to be this doctor, supposed to be a good person who helps people.
And I have bought myself just a whole bunch of rare Transformers toys and animation programs off of eBay. Autobots, defeat those Decepticons! Peace.
I love you, Casey.
To convince the trolls that he was the real Christian Weston Chandler, Chris uploaded a video in which he reverts back to his old signature attire and vigorously shaves off his goatee on camera without applying any shaving cream, soap, or water beforehand.
Ouch.
Lift Up Your Eyes by the Australian church band Planet Shakers plays throughout the clip. On the final day of July, Christian uploaded a previously recorded video wherein he challenges Liquid Chris to a battle of sorts.
I challenge you in a SingStar competition. The rules are simple. We are to each pick one song of our own library, our own.
Okay.
Weston Chandler. Well, got nothing much to say to you, except I hope you like my next song that I dedicated to my sweetheart, Casey.
Liquid Chris's third song was Heaven by Bryan Adams.
You're all that I want when you're lying here in my arms.
This guy, see, there's two brothers. One of them is the music person. So Simply Spoons on YouTube, you can see him. There's like 2 videos he's done where he's talked about it.
I find it hard to believe we're in heaven.
He responded to Chris's request to talk about his parents.
My mother is Barbara Ann Chandler, born on October 1st, 1941. She was a secretary for a good many years and retired in 1998.
Yeah, so let's put everything aside and give, the people online the benefit of the doubt and say, maybe he is, endearing and not as bad as the other trolls. But the end of this video really got me bad. Really got me bad.
My father is...
And then next episode, which is when he got his girlfriend involved, and they made Chris believe he was in a relationship again. Like his 8th time, his 8th fake
It's Robert Franklin Chandler Jr. Born on the 4th of September 1928. He worked at General Electric and has 7 patents.
He continues to divulge information which for the most part had already been made public.
But anyway, he has made many patents, including these. Now for something completely different. I have confirmed the true name of the slanderous imposter, and that his real name is I.B.A. Ian Brandon Anderson.
Wonder why he said that.
And a big detail you might have not overlooked. I have your mugshots.
So, of course, he's not, this just shows you everything. Trolls had mailed, diapers to his house. They told him to put his mom's underwear on, take a picture with his mom's bra on. This is why, so they can show it and make fun of him.
I can't even stand to look at it. Look at those double teacups. You're a freak. Ha 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 ha. I scoff at you, you ugly freak.
As Chris remained locked in.
Yeah, that would never be able to happen. I feel like that wouldn't be able to happen today. I just don't see how it would.
Like that.
So this Casey is Liquid Chris's girlfriend. So let's listen to them have a chat.
Fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. There's something drifting up to the shore. I'll see you later.
In response, Casey called Chris, berating him for pretending to be Liquid during their phone calls.
I can't believe you did that. What is wrong with you?
So Chris had made a call to Liquid Chris's girlfriend, and they had back and forth phone calls where Casey pretended that she thought that Chris was Liquid Chris. I know it gets confusing, but you guys, goddamn.
I mean, you could have just told me something.
It's manipulation. They're manipulating him, is what it is.
You didn't even have to make him look so bad. Just, what the hell?
Casey, I'm sorry. I was trying to spare your feelings.
No, you weren't. Why didn't you just tell me from the start? You wanted me to come to your house, and just what were you gonna do? Rape me? Or what were you going to do?
No, I was only going to show you the true face of the real man.
Entrapping him, trying to get him to say like horrible stuff. She talked to him and acted like his girlfriend, and she's saying like, "What are you gonna do? Rape me?" No, he probably isn't. He just wanted a boyfriend-free girl. That's it.
Why the fuck would I love you? You tricked me too. Just.
Chris, what's up, dude?
I know. I understand.
Thanks for popping in this last Saturday.
No, you're not, because you would have told me this shit, and I mean, you had so many chances. You were playing with me. You were playing with my heart. I mean, what? So you could get laid out of it? So you could be not a virgin anymore?
No, I was trying to be your friend.
How is that being my friend? Tricking me. I mean, you were pretending to be the same person you're trying to save me from.
This chick has just as many mental problems as Chris does.
I mean, why?
Hey, do you guys know, fun fact, Liquid Chris and Casey got married in real life? I wonder if they got divorced or something, because when Liquid Chris came back on video yesterday, he didn't look too good.
Would I want to be your friend, much less your girlfriend? I mean, what redeeming qualities do you have that you have shown me now?
I can't say off the top of my head, but I would do my best
No,
to make
of course
up
you
for what I
can.
have
Of
done.
course you can. You know what? You're just disappointed because now I'm definitely not coming. You had ulterior motives, or else you would have told me something first. The first thing you said, the first thing was, "Hey, come see me." What? What the hell? I mean, do you not get that even, let's say he is doing all these evil things to you, do you not get that trying to steal a girlfriend is wrong? Did you not get that maybe I love him? And I mean, you were trying to say you weren't going to rape me, but you're like, we can go into my room and go straight to lovemaking. I mean, when were you going to tell me? When I came in the door?
What a crazy, stupid bee. So crazy. Man. This was only a few months after somebody made him force stuff up his butt, anally penetrated, raped him online. These people just kind of swoop in at the end of that and just keep trolling him, give him a new fake girlfriend, blame him for shit he didn't do, put it online. What do they get out of this?
You think I wasn't going to freak out or something? You think I wasn't going to notice that you're not him? And that would be embarrassing for your parents. What? Did you not even think of them?
I thought of a lot of things, but I can't think of everything at once. I have a mental problem. I'm actually slow in the mind sometimes.
No, that is not a good excuse. That is never a good excuse. You do not blame shit like that.
I wonder what she would blame it on if anybody confronted her. She could probably blame it on NPD, probably, or HPD. She's a fucking narcissist, is what she is.
You knew what you were doing, and I know you were doing what you're doing. You were being a selfish little prick.
I'm sorry I gave off that impression.
Well, what did you think you were going to do?
I just wanted to show you the face of truth.
But you know what? You're showing me who Christian Weston Chandler is. And he's just a fat fuck who doesn't care about me.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what? You're showing me who Christian Weston Chandler is. And he's just a fat fuck who doesn't care about me, who doesn't care about anyone's feelings. You're just a big chuckle fuck.
I've had a lot of emotional traumas in my lifetime in the past with women. I mean, I've even lost some over the internet.
I wonder why. I wonder why you have. I mean, if you treat them like this,
they died.
Like I said, he, in his mind, a few girls have died in horrible ways.
Yeah, probably because they wanted to get away from you.
Like Sarah Jackson died in an automobile accident. I'm serious. Her sister told me that. Sarah Cassandra McKenzie / Panda Halo died in brush fire.
I can totally believe you. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care if he's not the Sonic you care. I don't care. I love him. And he's been there for me. And you will never, ever be him. He can at least play guitar. He can sing to me. He's been the one with me. You haven't. The only time I've had with you is you trying to trick me and get me in bed. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I understand and I respect your decision. You are welcome to stay with him. But still, you have to know that...
I'm welcome to stay with him. I get your permission. I get your permission to stay with my...
This is like a narcissist on meth or something.
My own boyfriend? Where are you coming on?
Yeah, you're right. I sometimes have a bad choice. Sometimes I don't know when to use my own words. I mean, as far as the real life autism is sometimes...
This is why no girl of... Don't you blame that? Don't you blame that? Are you serious? Do you not know how many autistic children I've worked with? And you know what? They don't do that. They don't fucking do that. And you know what? I don't even think you have autism. I think you have something else. I think you have something that just makes you so...
See, she doesn't think he has autism. She thinks he's narcissistic and just so full of himself. That's not even close. He is very emotionally, what do you call it, aware. Some people on the autism spectrum, they don't have certain parts, socially. I think he kind of does. He's one of those weird spectrum types, and he's probably got other stuff. Not a narcissist, though. I wonder what the point of their shit is. I wonder if they have an end game or something like that. Okay, so before we get out of here, I'm just going to show you Liquid Chris and how he showed up yesterday. Let's see. Pretty interesting stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty weird. So again, I would probably be on board saying that Liquid Chris wasn't that bad compared to the other trolls, especially since he didn't make somebody stick something up his butt. But this was 2 days ago. This was January 23rd, 2023. Just 2 days ago. There he is. And he's pretending... Look, talking to the true and honest Chris Chan. He's saying that that's him. Doesn't make any sense. So...
Alright. What is up, everybody? I have the true and honest Chris Chan here. We're going to do a little talk. We're going to talk about a few things. I got some questions I have to ask.
At no point did they say that this was a mockumentary or, openly fake. This seems like something that Chris Chan, if he wasn't in jail, he could totally be like, that's identity theft. What the fuck? Why is he doing this?
And I absolutely love the Pikachu hat that he has on. Say hello to the people out there, Chris.
Greetings, Sanchu fans. This is the Trailer Sanchu. Yeah.
So, okay, so how have you been? You been good?
Yeah. I've been pretty decent recently.
Pretty decent.
Have, recently made the official Cyrax merch that I was saying I was gonna make.
Oh. You're gonna hook me up, right?
So one thing that I found out by looking into this guy in his YouTube channel is he does the same thing with that guy named Cyrax as he did with Chris Chan. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Welcome, James Swifty. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in.
You're gonna hook me up. What's that?
Let's see.
Yeah, we gotta see. We gotta see. I will rock some Cyrax troll merch. I mean, Cyrax, come on now. The guy looks like a troll. Sounds like a troll. He is a troll. I mean, if it's a duck, it's a duck, you know what I mean? So what is let's get into some nerd territory. Let's go ahead and jump right in because I know the people didn't come to see me. They came to see you. And they want to see how you're doing. So I want to ask some questions. Like, what's your favorite comic book company, if you have one?
Well, I'd have to say to the people that were originally going to publish my Sanchu comic, and that would have to be Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. All right, yeah. Dark Horse. And that they were going to do the Sanchu comic, but...
Yes.
And that fell through, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes.
You know, we can all blame it on that traitorous troll, Ian Brandon.
Slanderous imposter troll, Ian Brandon Anderson.
Yes. And, I mean...
He's still calling Chris Chan Ian Brandon Anderson. Guys, the video that we just watched, that documentary, that was 2009. That was like 13 years ago, 14 years ago. This is from 2 days ago, this one right now. What is the matter with him? What is the matter with him? So, we'll look at that after. I'll Google, if you Google Christopher Duckworth, PhD, or Christopher Duckworth, Chris Chan, you'll see his picture and his doctor uniform and all that. It's pretty weird. Yeah, this guy. I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Darn. It was something, though. Don't worry. I'll get back to it.
And you know, anything else, we can just say it was Cyrax because, well, yeah. If you could choose any superpower, what would it be and why?
Oh, geez, that's a hard one.
And you could really tell the difference, I think, between him and his brother, because it's been over 10 years. They're not like college age anymore. You go to Simply Spoon's YouTube, yeah, and you come here. You can tell they're twins, but they're different. So the one who became a doctor is definitely more of a piece of shit than the other one who just likes to sing and dance.
I have to say teleportation, so I can be anywhere where I want to be, and I can face the trolls head on to where they are.
Yes. Yep.
Those cowards.
This is the same troll. This is Liquid. This is the same troll. And this video was done 2 days ago. That documentary we watched, over 10 years old. in that 10 years, he apparently became a doctor. He apparently had bone cancer, and he fought bone cancer, and it encouraged him to become a doctor and help people. But there was somewhere in this interview, possibly, that he mentioned divorcing Casey, which was the narcissistic lady we watched from 10 years ago. They actually had a relationship in real life, moved on, but maybe they got divorced because he doesn't look too good right now. He kind of looks like me on Friday, a little drunk. I mean, why do people do this?
Hey, and that's it. That's actually pretty cool. Superpower. You got a why am I blanking? The X-Men character, Nightcrawler. That's his stick. But you know, that was actually kind of a cool power. So a lot of people say flying. Me, I would like super speed, like the Flash. You know, but that's neither here nor there. What is your favorite video game of all time?
It's kind of hard to think. I can't decide between the Sonic games or the Pokemon. So very hard. As you may know, I do have a sort of love relationship to both franchises.
Yes. You wear it on your head, and quite well. I don't know many guys that could pull that off, but yes, it is great. I think I'm gonna have to get myself one. Yeah, but okay. What's your favorite Sonic cartoon series? Like, did you like the original or which one? Because
the Sonic Saturday cartoons, definitely. Because that's how I won all my Sonic games from the contest, and I was able to get $1,000 worth of Sega products. That really helped a lot.
And got you on the news too. Yeah, barks at everything. But you know, if you were
from Ohio, he has been making a mockery of my name, and it's disgusting, honestly.
It really is. There's a reason why he wears a beanie. Apparently, he has scabs all over his head.
Yeah,
Talking
it's very
about
disgusting.
Cyrax, I'm sure.
It really is. It's kind of nasty, and I don't know if he's ever had a girlfriend that wasn't paid. So, but yeah, poor Cyrax though. He legitimately looks like a troll. Any other trolls that you've came across since your return to the internet?
Currently, no. It's only
No?
Cyrax, but I shall deal with those who have wronged me soon afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cyrax tried to say he was going to be the new Chris Chan. How can you be the new Chris Chan when there is only one Chris Chan? You are him. Yeah, you know what? That's a very good compliment, though. You got people wanting to not be themselves, and they want to be you. That's
It looks
great.
kind of messed up.
You need to just take that one on the chin and say, thank you, Cyrax. Thanks for wanting to be me. But you'll never, ever be.
He's a pinafore. I will never thank him.
I understand. I'm sorry. My apologies. So you know, we won't talk about Cyrax anymore. Because I see it's upsetting you a little bit, and I don't want to do that. When are you working on some new Sonic Chew comics?
The Sonic Chew. I am currently in the process of working on them. Currently.
Can you do this without calling it a parody? Can you just act like somebody and do that, or is it kind of like what the hell? Is it a thing that you can do?
Around September 2022. That is when I found my Sonic Chew medallion in my class ring put them on, regain my age, and a lot of my memories.
And how was the impact of losing your sweetheart?
Well, she took a lot in the divorce, so that's pretty cool.
Cruel?
I
I think he got divorced recently.
Yeah.
Depressed.
She took a lot in a divorce. Do you want to elaborate any in that or no?
She took the guitar.
She took the guitar.
Hmm.
Man. I'm my apologies, my sympathies go to you. Divorce is hard, really is, and I am sorry you
Right.
had to go through that. It's got to be hard to go through being a baby, puberty, and all that again, and
Jesus.
then finding out your sweetheart but you are looking. So, ladies,
Yes.
I gotten to know you a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Beyonce thing where all the singles that did the unspeakable act. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? And how that has affected you in your personal life?
Well, we'll say, since I did come back, people have been saying, "Ooh, aren't you Christian with your children? Oh, you did the hanky-panky with your mother." I did not do the hanky-panky with my mother. That was Ian Brandon Anderson, a slanderous imposter troll. Makes me angry.
It would make me
No. If you want to be him, you have to be him all the way.
angry too. It would make me very angry to know that there's somebody saying my name and doing unspeakable acts. Like it was in Pornhub or something. It's disgusting. Really, really disgusting. I'm glad that he's locked up and he can't bother you anymore.
Wow.
Have you been really surprised by the positive response that you've gotten about your return?
Well, a bit, yes, as I have not come back in quite some time to reveal myself. Not to mention, ever since I was gone, people assumed Ian Brandon Anderson was a true and honest creator science Jew. He convinced them all that he was the true and honest. He is not.
Wow. No, he's not. Because I'm talking to him. And
I don't think this could happen today. Like, he can't come back and start doing that shit. People shouldn't be able to do that.
Recently, that have been pretty good.
I have recently seen It with my mother, and just watching the movie made me realize something. He's very similar to Mr. Cyrax.
Yes. Would like to tell? Is there anything new, anything secret that I can get from you while I'm talking to you now, or
To show you, I want to show you something first. Hold on, let me turn my camera.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can get it real quick.
All right.
Where to put it?
What is he doing? I didn't see this. Chris identifies as a female, I think.
Is it?
As Christine. Thank you, Jen. Good job researching stuff. These guys need to... I want to find Blue Spike, too, mate. I want to find Blue Spike, guys.
Have you had a good day today, Chris?
Yes, as I recently announced an official collaboration. Here, let's see. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he wants to show his merch for his YouTube channel. His channel is smaller than mine was when I had my channel back then. It's got like 5,000 or something. Yeah, we know that's not Chris. Yeah, his room is way too tidy. So I just don't understand why he's even here. It's so weird. Yeah, I said, why do you talk to this guy? Give it a like. Weird, 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 weird. Let me see something. All right. Let's see here. So, I'm going to end this today, but as a true crime sleuth, I really would, I really want to find out who these guys are. I just want to be really careful because I guess, as we know, when you try to find somebody, these people have done some horrible, horrible, horrible stuff, and you got to be completely sure that it's them before we say anything. So I haven't watched this yet, but it might be a good video to see of, why got to be careful. Because apparently this person was accused of being Blue Spike. You guys saw Blue Spike is that person named Julian Max who made him cut his medallion in half and shove it up his butt. So let's see what this is, I guess.
Hey YouTube, it's Peter. Just like the title says, no, I'm not Blue Spike. I explain everything in this statement that I prepared earlier, and I audio recorded it to make it a bit easier to present everything, and making sure that everything's sort of organized and not too all over the place. Just because this is a bit hard for me to talk about, honestly. So I hope you give the whole thing a listen. Hope you give me a chance. Appreciate you.
So who's Blue Spike? A 13-year-old kid named Max who in March of 2009 viciously trolled Chris Chan, known now as Christine Weston Chandler. He put together a scheme to pretend to be CWC's girlfriend, named Julie. That's a meme. He had multiple long cybersex sessions, and ultimately, this culminated in a long call that there's a widely circulated recording of, where Max is basically holding his fake girlfriend persona hostage and won't let CWC talk to her unless they, to keep it short, sexually violated themselves. The call ends with Max putting on Julie, and then revealing to CWC that he was just Max all along, and that CWC had done all this sexual stuff in front of a 13-year-old. Now, obviously, this is disgusting on all ends. I didn't realize that this was an actual surefire example of someone's sexual harassment until some years after I first heard it. And you may be saying to yourself, well, isn't that obvious? And nowadays, to me, it absolutely is. Thing is, when I first saw this and thought it was really, really crazy and wacky and funny that, a stupid guy fell for a fake girlfriend, I was 11 years old. I was 11 when I first saw all of this. In July of 2009, I was 11 years old.
Very right.
I'd gone on Google to look up some videos by a dude who I hadn't seen around in years at that point called Spax3. I discovered a page about him on a website called Encyclopedia Dramatica. And so I read it being like, oh, maybe this will have mirrors of some of his old videos. And the whole page was obviously just shit-talking the guy. And I remember thinking as a very sort of immature child.
It's all good, Tara. He's in jail. It was for incest charges. Yeah, for his mother is probably elderly. Well, she is elderly. She probably has dementia, and they were in like an open relationship type of thing.
Whoa, this is crazy funny. They're just shit-talking dudes. Wow, this led me sort of lurking around Encyclopedia Dramatica more and more. Eventually, I stumbled upon the CWC page. On Encyclopedia Dramatica in 2009, this page was inescapable. It was oftentimes on the front page. And so I quickly read that whole page and all of the subpages. And then that led me to all the other sites documenting CWC's life. And so for the next couple of months, a lot of my internet activity was just me on these websites reading about the extended lore of Chris Chan's life. Now fast forward a couple of months, it's September or October of 2009. Chris made a video responding to some troll of theirs and pretty flippantly referenced 9/11 in it. And that was my cue to make a really cringy response video on an abandoned channel that I lost access to very shortly after I made it. And then after that, I made a couple of more, even cringier response videos because the first one was initially pretty well received. I really don't want to go exactly into things I said, as
Well, I want to know why they think you're Blue Spike. Maybe you'll get into that.
a lot of it was just incredibly ableist, and beyond that, just me talking about stuff I didn't fully understand. Honestly, I can't even physically bring myself to go to the channel to check, but it's pretty easy to unintentionally find, because I know loads of people already have. So this whole thing was just a result of me wanting to hop on a bandwagon. Now, around this time, depending on whether it was September or October, I would have been 11 or 12. So super high-pitched voice and all that stuff. I got comments pretty early on asking if I was Blue Spike, just on the grounds of us having a similarly high-pitched voice. I remember writing a reply at the time saying, "I can assure you that I'm not Max." That would be pretty funny, though. And I think it's that comment, along with other rumors that have come about over the years, that have twisted this whole situation into what it is now. So let's go into why it doesn't really...
Like, how would you know Blue Spike's name is Max when you said, "Why am I Max?" I can get it, but... Seems like it's probably not even a... There's no proof unless you show us who is Blue Spike. But...
make much sense for people to think I'm Blue Spike. And the first thing is, again, I was 11 years old at the time. Blue Spike was supposedly 13 years old in March of 2009. Like I said a million times, I was 11.
Not really evidence showing that he was 13 or that you were 11, but let's keep that in our head.
That would mean that Blue Spike was born in 1996 or 1995, and I was born in 1997. I've always said that I was born in 1997, no matter what site or what community I've been a part of, and I've been consistent with that the entire time. And it genuinely makes no sense to me that people think I'd lie about my age and pretend to be younger.
Hey, Negasonic. Good to see you, man.
Too young to actually use the site legally, by the way. There's just genuinely no benefit to me doing that. So the second reason I brought it up before, it's the fact that people say that me and Blue Spike sound alike. And I mean, I kind of understand this making someone think about it a bit.
I don't, because it was like 13 years ago and you sound like a man and he sounded like a little girl, so...
And prepubescent boy voices don't tend to sound all too different. I mean, they're all whiny, right? So,
I don't know.
Sure, similar pitches and all that.
You're
But we don't have the same speech patterns or accent, though. And we didn't back then either. Here's a clip of my voice from early 2009, and you can go and compare that to the Blue Spike call.
Uh-oh.
You can lower the horizontal on that so it actually looks like it's on your face. And, yeah, so there you go.
Oh, man. That is not proof, and it is damning, actually, so I hope he has something
I'm gonna
else.
zoom in there for a minute. Okay, here's the thing.
Kristen Chandler, hello! Oh, why so
Polly
down
K,
in the
the
dumps?
fixer. What's up, Polly K?
Now, I also remember a few prank calls towards Chris Chan that were posted to YouTube because someone posted their car on Craigslist with their number being like, "Hey, I'm selling this." And this was in August of 2009. I hadn't actually seen this one until like 2011, but one of the prank callers was Blue Spike. And I personally think that his voice in that call doesn't sound at all like mine did at the time.
Yeah, that evidence is really weak, yeah.
Anyway, well, okay, Mr. Thomason Wally said, "Hi, mate. I read your comment and I think I'll say yes. I was trying to find out what the 7th episode would be when I
Damn, that sounds like fucking Max so much.
make season 2 of TTLE and F. What the freak?"
Hey there, is this Mr. Chandler? Good evening, sir. I'm calling in regards to the Craigslist about the 94 Escort. I have a pretty good condition Xbox.
Just instant.
Sounds like in puberty. Come on, different mics in puberty. Get out of here. That's... We know. That's...
Incidentally
we
as
can't do
well,
anything with
I'm
that.
sure you would have had to be in with that crowd to have even participated in these prank calls within these Skype
Sounded
groups.
just like me.
And this was about a year before I ever used Skype regularly. I made an account on Skype in like March of 2010, and I didn't really use it all that much until July of 2010. Fast forward now to the middle of 2011, and I remember there being threads about me on 789chan, which was pretty much Kiwi Farms before Kiwi Farms. And this was around the time the general opinion of that original Blue Spike call shifted towards unfavorable. And they were all speculating about whether I was Blue Spike, and the most common thing I recall being brought up was my voice. There were also a couple of comments I remember just making stuff up, or just saying like blatantly incorrect statements, like, "I remember him doing stuff in that sphere in 2008, which when you know my age is ridiculous. Now, let me make it very clear, and in no uncertain terms, I wasn't hanging around Chris Chan trolling circles when I was 10 or 11. I was making Thomas the Train music videos and YouTube poops in Windows Movie Maker. I've got a giant archive of most of the videos I've made between 2006 and now to show that. I even have like a YouTube channel filled with, not all of them, but lots of them with their original creation dates in the descriptions. So it was this conjecture, I think, that was the basis for people eventually just flat out saying that I was Blue Spike. Especially since from time to time I would post old clips of me on YouTube from 2008 or 2009 for fun, and those would tend to attract more comments just referencing Blue Spike.
Really?
When I wasn't doing that, normally I'd get maybe 3 comments a year from people asking me about like whether or not I was him, so whatever, right? Wrong. Ooh, boy, very wrong. So I don't know what's changed in the past half year or so, but the amount of comments I've been getting that are flat out accusing me of being Blue Spike has raised like tenfold. And I don't know exactly where it's coming from. I honestly don't care to know. But I'm getting stuff like, oh, how can you live with yourself doing that to Chris Chan? And that just really sucks because I literally have done none of that. This sort of stuff's been a source of anxiety for years, and honestly, I'm kicking myself for not acknowledging these claims any sooner, but we're here now.
Thanks for clearing up the rumors, Peter. I was actually one of the people who thought you were Blue Spike. Damn, dude, I had no idea this was a thing you were roped into years back. It's interesting that I never knew about this considering around the time I first learned about CWC. Da-da-da. Glad you posted this. Huh. I would have been one of Chris' trolls. Some friends of mine wanted to trick him into thinking we needed him to be an FBI agent to help us with terrorists. However, my friend who looked 25 when he was only 15 chickened out last minute. I don't know. I want to find the trolls, though. I'd like to. But okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It was an absolute pleasure hanging out with you guys. Probably see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do something, not sure yet, though. What do you guys think? I'm going to watch a lot more, and I'll probably do another Chris Chan stream in a couple weeks or a week or something. See what else I learned about this stuff. There's so many trolls. So many trolls. Who's Polly K the Fixer? You're funny. Do you like that guy? You like the true and honest one? Why? Why are you leaving so fast, man? Why don't you come on and talk to me? Oh, you are. Come here for just a minute. Just to chill for a minute. There's a StreamYard link right there. I don't even know who Cyrax is. Maybe you could tell me about him a little bit. Because he's true and honest? Well, that's true. A true and honest person would probably come up on stream with me then. Yeah, welcome, Liquid Chris. Good to see you, man. You gonna hit the linky? You gonna get your outfit on? Do you have any like links that show that Cyrax has been arrested for pedophilia or anything like that? Who the fuck is Ozo? Just hit the link and come talk to me. Stop being a little bitch. How old are you, man? You gotta be in your 40s. And in 2009, you were a troll of Chris Chan. Was my speculation correct? Because I was like, oh, maybe Casey divorced him and he's just drunk and depressed or something. You're totally right. But if you're going to state, you know, stuff as facts in my chat, it's got to get deleted. You don't have any proof. No, and of course, I'm not defending him. I'm just asking for proof because I never heard that. When I do true crime videos, gotta be verified, man. That's all I ask. Yeah, we don't even have to do a SingStar challenge. You just gotta come up and talk to me. Just hang out. What? I gave you the link. Did I? Let's see. Yeah, it's right there. What do you mean? It's pinned. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? The true and honest Chris Chan? I'm just a little wee guy, dude. I'm just chilling. You got like a big old persona and big old balls. Why don't you come on up? Absolutely. I'm like the most reasonable guy ever. They used to call me Real Chill Graz. Now I'm just Graz. But I'm really chill though. And who the fuck is Zozo? What do you mean am I like Zozo? Is Zozo someone who like is in love with Chris Chan or something? Yeah, I'll lower my my confrontation meter. I'll just be like a good I'll throw you some underhand pitches like a soft. I'll throw you softballs, like the guy 2 days ago. I was wondering. So, did you become a doctor, Liquid Chris? You're not the true and honest Chris Chan. Just get out of here with that. Come on up here, man. Come on. Take a seat. Take a seat, my friend. Let's talk this through. I'll sing to you. You want me to sing? Could have a sing-a-thon. He does have like his outfit, and so maybe he's getting ready. Gonna get in his little chair or something. Most of the people who come in when I'm doing a stream after them, though, they don't even type, so you did more than most of them do. I don't expect you to come up here. Not a lot of people would. Let's see. No, man. You don't get it. If you were into true crime, you'd probably get it. It's not comments that I don't like, it's comments that aren't known to be true. You know, like the slanderous trolls that the true and honest Chris Chan talks about. Coming up, dude. See, you got your people. I got my people. We're gonna be reasonable. Come on up. I'll give it like a couple more minutes. I was about to end it anyway. You know, I bet Chris Chan, the real one, back in 2009, he probably would have hit the link. He'd probably come up here and show me his Sonichu collection. Wouldn't be ripping dildos in half or anything, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. He sure would. That's right. The real one. Me too. I want to see the paper medallion. You could crumple it up into a little ball and stick it up your butt for me. Imagine how much easier that would be than what Chris Chan had to do. Which was only a couple months before you and your narcissistic girlfriend back then, you know, ruined his life again. And then, what were you doing 2 days ago? Why did you do that? Is it because you're cool? Are you really like in your 40s and a doctor? Come on. You got to come up here and debunk that. I don't even believe it. Does your twin brother approve of this, or does he like, are you like an outcast and he's like, wow, sorry for that, guys? Yeah, I asked the same thing. Yeah, they can be like a cop-out thing, like, oh, they deleted my comments, but whatever. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here then. I will see you tomorrow. We'll do something true crime related, I'm sure. And, yeah. I have to see you guys tomorrow. Unfortunately, the real, true, and honest Chris is a fraud. A little fraud boy.
Never enough. Like, how did my first clip not kill that guy, man? Is this just not enough? Not enough? It's never enough. I'm tired of shooting shields in games. And then, like, I think when the longer you, like, the tracking games with shields and shit, never fucking enough, man. I'm tired of shooting shields in games. Shooting fucking shields! I'm tired of shooting shields in games. Shooting fucking shields! I'm just shooting shields. Fun! I'm in a great mood. Sitting here shooting shields. Game after game after game after game after game after game after game. And it's just not enough! Never enough.